So I have this friend who has been asking me for a very long time to teach her how to crochet left-handed, and I never get around to it, so I decided to make a tutorial about it. Alright, so the yarn that I'm using here is just regular, it's just Red Heart 4-ply worsted weight yarn. It's just acrylic, cheapy stuff, but pretty handy. And I'm using an H needle. I've noticed that in a lot of other tutorials, people are using huge needles, like J or K for this size yarn, and I'm not really sure why. Usually I would probably use a G for this, but it's easier to use a big one to see what I'm doing. But normally the way that I choose a needle is I try to choose one that's only about less than twice as thick as the yarn, where the head is, just the head part is only twice as thick as the yarn. Otherwise, your work is really gappy, and there's a lot of, like, it's see-through and holes and stuff, which I guess if you're doing granny squares or something, it doesn't matter that much, but I don't know. I don't really like to have holes. So, okay, the way that we're going to start is you're going to make a loop like that, and then we're going to fold the loop over, started curling, sorry. Fold the loop over onto itself like that, and then you're just going to take your needle and pull it in, and then pull those two ends tight, and there's your slip knot for tying on. Alright. And you're going to want to keep good tension on this, otherwise it's just going to be flopping around everywhere. I just hold it like this and like that, but I know a lot of people like to wrap it around their fingers and stuff like that. I don't know, I just do this. Alright, so you're going to want to use your thumb and your middle finger to hold your work right here so that it stays still. And you can hold your needle this way or this way, it really doesn't matter. I find this way insanely less awkward, so this is the way I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, so how you want to start is you want to make sure that your yarn here is pulled tight, not too tight, but tight enough so that it's not flopping. And then you're going to come in front and under, and you want to turn this part of the needle, you want to turn it down, like that, and pull it through. Because if you look at it from this way, it's a loop and then a pointy end at the bottom, so any way that you pull it this way, it's going to catch. But if you do that way, it'll come out a lot easier. So you always want to twist your needle down. Okay. Alright, so you come in front and under, and pull through. Come a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Like that, and then we get, that's called a chain stitch. So whatever your pattern says YO, yo, means yarn over, all that means is like that. So yarn over and chain is just this. I really, really, really hate patterns. I'm horrible at following them. I tend to crochet a little bit tighter than most people as well, so, oh, my yarn's getting tangled here. So mine never turn out, but it's important to be able to read a pattern so you can get an idea of how to do something. So, there we go. Alright, now, if we want to actually make a row of something, to turn back, what we're going to do is, however many long you want it to be, you're going to crochet one extra. So let's see, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's make 12. Oops. Alright, so if I want it to be 12 stitches long, I'm going to do one more, 13, because if you go back into this hole, you're just going to lose what you've done. So you need one extra. And also this bridges it so that it will be able to go up. So all you do is now you're going to go into that, it's going fuzzy, you're going to go into that second stitch here, and you want to use your thumb and your middle finger to help guide you in. Like that. You're going to grab the string from behind, like that. Now you should have 2 on your needle, and then you're going to grab it again, and this time pull it through both, like that. Alright, now this hole, bigger hole here, is the one we just went in, so we're going to go to this one, pull through, and then pull through again. And you're going to keep going along like that. Now, if you're getting to this part, pulling through here, and it's too tight, what you can do is just, if you pull up like that, it makes it looser. If you pull down like that, it makes it tighter. So if you're having trouble pulling your needle through, it probably means your tension is too tight. I've had that problem when I first started. So if it's, so here we go through again. Now, if you're finding this part is too tight, you can just pull up like that, and it'll make it a little bit looser. And then you go through again, and see it starting to make a row. And you want to constantly be adjusting your thumb and your middle finger to help you. Otherwise, you're just going to be flopping around. There we go. And you just keep going like that.